Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'll be showing you how to make vegetable soup. So in a clean pot you want to go in with your washed beef. You can use any protein of your choice. It could be goat meat, it could be fish, it could be anything at all. So in today's video I'll be using beef. So in a clean pot you want to go in with your washed beef. Then your I added stockfish. I already washed it with hot water before adding into it. If your stockfish is soft, you can wait till the meat is like 50% cooked before adding it. So I added my stockfish from the beginning because my stockfish is hard. So I went in with blended peppers and blended onions. So I went in with seasoning cubes, I went in with salt, and I just want to stir that together to combine everything together. So you want to just cover this up and let it cook in its own juice on very low heat for about 5 minutes. So when it's cooked and in its own juice, so you just want to go ahead and add water, and water that will be enough to cook the beef till 90 to 95%. So you just want to cover that up and let it cook. So now that the meat has cooked like 90%, so I just went ahead to add my washed chopped momo into it and cover that up and just let it cook for a few more minutes, like 2 to 3 minutes. So in another pot you want to go in with, so I'll be using mala fish. So in another pot you want to go in with your palm oil. So what I did was, I fried my mala fish to give it texture because I don't want it to scatter. So I just went ahead to just fry that on a medium to low heat for about 5 minutes, right? Then I took it out from the pot. So now that our mala fish has successfully fried, right? So I just went ahead to add my chopped onions and just let that saute for a few minutes. Then I also went ahead to add my locust beans and just fry that for a minute or two. So what I'm basically trying to do is to build aroma, to build flavors. So I just went ahead to just fry this on a very low heat for a minute or two. So I went ahead to remove the fish so it doesn't scatter. So I added my blended pepper mix. It's a mixture of pepper, shombo, and tatashi. So I just added that and allowed that to just fry on. This is optional, by the way. If you don't want to add pepper mix, you can just go ahead and use just blended scotch bonnet pepper. It's enough, it's okay. So I just added that and allowed that to fry for about 5 to 10 minutes on medium to low heat. So once it's properly fried, you will know by when the oil starts floating on top, you know that it's properly fried. So I went ahead to add my protein and my momo and allow that to just, I covered that up and still allowed that to cook for few more minutes. Now that it has cooked, so you just want to go ahead and add your washed water leaf. I washed it with salt to remove the sliminess. So there are two types of water leaves. There are the big ones. Those ones takes a lot of water, like it consumes a lot of water. Like when you put it inside your vegetable, it brings out a lot of water. There is the tiny ones, those ones that don't produce a lot of water. I don't know if you understand what I mean. Like, it doesn't produce a lot of water. The tiny ones are better. I always prefer to use the tiny water leaf because it doesn't generate a lot of water. So I added my water leaf and just mix everything together. So I will cover it up and let it cook for few minutes on medium to low heat. So now that the water leaf has cooked enough, so I just went ahead to add my washed sliced ugu leaves. So I'll just cover that up and let it simmer for a bit before mixing it together. What I'm doing here is basically just mixing everything together, combining everything together. So now that now that I've mixed everything together, so I just want to go ahead and add my blended crayfish and still mix it together. So I went ahead to add my fried banla fish that I did earlier. So you want to just taste for seasoning. You want to adjust for seasoning if it. So I added seasoning cubes, then I added salt. So I just went ahead to just combine everything together. At this point, our soup is almost ready. So you just want to mix that together and just on a medium to low heat. You just want to just let it cook for about a minute or two because your vegetable doesn't really need to cook properly, because I like the crunchiness of the vegetable. So I went ahead to add more palm oil to it because there was not enough palm oil. So I added, it's actually optional. It's optional, by the way. You can choose to add and you can choose not to add. But I went ahead to add more palm oil to it and just mix that for I just mix everything together, and at this point our soup is almost ready. So you just want to mix that up and cover that up for a minute, just for a minute. Then turn off your gas. At this point your soup is ready and ready to be. You can pair this with pounded yam, with fufu, with any swallow, basically any swallow of your choice. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.